Yeah, man, people, welcome back again. I don't know. As you can see, yeah, a brand new addition to my channel, Nicardo Media House, yeah, the Morning Insider. You don't know the Morning Insider now it's all about, I just pick, the biggest topics, around football industry, anything to talk about, yeah. So it's a local morning show where, I'm going to drop this video every morning, 8 o'clock daily. I think Monday to Friday I will do it. Yeah, Monday to Friday I will talk about the biggest topics around football, man. And just join in and chatting. And look, it's the Morning Insider. As you know, these videos going to drop daily, Monday to Friday, at 8 a.m. Eastern time. I have my cup of tea. Yeah, so hope you guys can chat along, as people who have to go to work and can hop over here and watch my channel on their way to work, or who have that privilege can watch Morning Insider at work. If you just wake up and need something to watch, you need some little football news, any little thing, you can hop over here, man. You don't know Nicardo Media House is a hub for football, yeah. Don't really stick on one topic, very diverse, and can drift over a lot of section of the world, about anything about football, that's Nicardo Media House here to present anything. So, more likely, most of the times, every time when, I do a Morning Insider, content, I will talk about, what's going on first, about Jamaican football, the latest, anything about football in my country, Jamaica come first. I see the big flag back here. I support United. I'm in the Reggae Boy jersey. So, yeah, anything about football, man, as you know, the Morning Insider, episode 1 here, brought to you by Nicardo Media House. So, first thing out of the bag, local, yeah, the big singer, Buju Banton, going to participate in that Bob Marley festival, that One Love festival, So that's what they call it, the 42nd edition of the festival, it's going to play at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex over there in the concrete jungle. And, Buju Banton is that big blockbuster entertainer who is going to take part in that. I think Louis Culture going to take part in that too. So, a whole lot of other entertainers going to take part in that. But yeah, 5 bills to go in, this money, donate to charity, especially elementary school, as we call it, basic school in Jamaica. So, yeah, the Bob Marley Foundation, the Rita Marley Foundation, everything combined together to donate to, education, entertainment, sports, any little thing, they're going to donate these money to. So, yeah, big up to the One Love Foundation and the One Love festival, Bob Marley, the One Love football match at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. It's going to be on February 14, as I think it's Ash Wednesday, Valentine's, But next thing I'm going to talk about, saw that local squad, that trained yesterday at the Orisburg Excellence in our stadium. Quite a few interesting things, the coach spoke about, getting the local team prepared, and just come and see, how the national team played up, what tactics, how they train, and another, it's another level for them, as you could see, a lot of clips and videos of the players, having their little training session. But big up to the local players, who got picked and who got selected, who can go in that. I think it's a two-day training camp. So kudos to those players, yeah. Could look at and train under a different level, higher level of coaching staffs. But next thing, I'm going to jump on, it's the African Cup of Nations, as I call it, the Mother Nature Cup. It's in that nitty-gritty right now, the round of 16. Oh my God. The group stage full of festivity. Yeah, the group stage full of festivity. As I think it was Tuesday, yeah, that game on Tuesday, the Cameroon game. Ivory Coast got 4-0 from Equatorial Guinea. Ghana Ghana is out, yeah. Ghana and Algeria is out of the African Cup of Nations. A couple of coaches, got sacked. The Ivory Coast coach, the Frenchman, the 70-year-old Frenchman, Jean-Louis Gasset, he got sacked. And I think he got sacked, with Ivory Coast pending to still finish as one of those best third spot. And they did finish in that best third spot position and they advanced to the run of 16, but the Cote d'Ivoire, Football Federation, which they call, I think, the FIF, came out and said it. The reason for him to get sacked, it's due to insufficient, results in the game. So he took, he came on board in 2022, for Cote d'Ivoire, didn't manage to do the success as they want him to do. Cote d'Ivoire missed out on the FIFA World Cup, especially the one at Qatar. Cote d'Ivoire, not the strongest team, but they won that first game against Guinea. They lost the second game against Nigeria 1-0, and that very embarrassing 4-0 defeat at home. And as they are the host country, yeah, Equatorial Guinea, these teams in the African Cup of Nations is it seems like there's going to be a Cinderella story. I remember when Zambia win it, a few African Cup back, a few years back when Zambia came out and won that African Cup for the first time, yeah. So another coach, got sacked, but before I move on from Ivory Coast, yeah, the man that going to take out the interim job, it's the French-born former player of the Cote d'Ivoire, national team, Emeris Faye. He's going to take up the interim coach. So from now on until, the Cote d'Ivoire Football Federation can get a replacement, he's going to coach, he's going to manage a team. But the another coach got sacked, man, Chris Hughton, the Ghanaian, yeah. So Chris Hughton's father died, when he last year when he take over that Ghana team. His father is Ghanaian. Chris Hughton is coach at Brighton, football team in the English Premier League. But Chris Hughton, man, got sacked. Yeah, I think Boateng is in that too. I think not Kevin Prince Boateng, but him and his coaching staff and the rest of technical, staff, they got sacked. Chris Hughton, since Chris Hughton, since he had been appointed as the Ghana national team coach last year in February, he had a win percentage of 30%, lose 30% losing ratio. So since Chris Hughton have, appointed as the Ghanaian coach last year, I think it was in February 2023, his win, lose, draw percentage. So the win is 30% of the game that he played, lose 30% of the game that he played, and he drew 38% of those games, and he scored 13 goals and conceded 16. So it's not a good look. It's not an impressive record, as Ghana is trying to get back, where the Black Stars belong, playing at the highest level in an international football. But Ghana has lost their first game, against the native Portuguese country, Cape Verde. Wonderful. That was a wonderful game, by Cape Verde. They beat Ghana 2-1, and then Ghana drew against Egypt, I think 1-1. Winning against Mozambique, another Portuguese, native country, and gave up 2 late goals, and Ghana stuck on 2 points, and they finished their group, I think, in 3rd position, but they didn't get that best 3rd spot as they only have 2 points, and the Black Stars are out again. The Black Stars didn't went to the World Cup. The Black Stars finished in the group stage, last African Cup of Nations, and they do it again, so the Ghanaian, went on, the team early exits from the 2014 African Cup of Nations has prompted calls for changes and a renewed focus on developing young talent. Yeah, and the Ghanaian Football Federation is expected to appoint a new head coach and technical team in the near future. So they didn't, I think Ghana, didn't name any interim coach. I'm waiting for that little news. But Gambia also have a coach. He resigned. Yeah, he resigned. Coach, Tam Santifi, he resigned from his post from the Gambia national team. But the run of 16, man, the run of 16. So the run of 16 going to have teams like, Angola will play Namibia. Games will play on the 27th of January. So a couple of days from now, the run of 16 will take part. It will be on Saturday. So the first game is Angola versus Namibia at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Nigeria, big game against the Cameroon. You could see the emotions on Samuel Eto'o's face, the joy and the passion, the tears coming out of his eyes at once in the dressing room. They will play one of the favorites, Nigeria, on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and on Sunday, big surprising team, Equatorial Guinea, who tapped them zone. Equatorial Guinea tapped them zone with Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Big shout out to Equatorial Guinea. They will play, they namesake country, the country name, Guinea. You have so many Guinea. You have Equatorial Guinea, you have Guinea-Bissau, you have Conakry, Guinea. You have, I think, about 4 countries in Africa named Guinea. They will play Guinea. Equatorial Guinea will play Guinea on Sunday at 12 p.m. and Egypt will play DR Congo. Mo Salah, is he going to be fit, for the rest of the African Cup of Nations? He's going to be fit for the semi-final, as his agent came out and said, the injury is far worse than what people expect. It's a little strain, but it's actually a tear. Cape Verde will play Mauritania on Monday at 12 p.m. Senegal will play the host nation. That will be a big game. Ivory Coast, as they call them, the elephants, Lee Elephant, as they said in French. So the other sets of game, Mali will play Burkina Faso. Mali, Burkina Faso on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So, 2 games going to play each day. 12 p.m. Eastern time and 3 p.m. Eastern time. And Morocco will play Bafana, South Africa. Big game. So there's no room for make any mistakes right now. As you know, the run of 16 is up on us right now in the African Cup of Nations. So, we're going to go on, look out for a preview, I think a few more days from now about, the African Cup of Nations and the Morning Insider show. So we're going to dive, right into some club football, as, Chelsea and Middlesbrough play, a couple days ago. Chelsea were trying to overcome, a 1-0 deficit at the Riverside Stadium, in Middlesbrough, and they run rampant on Michael Carrick team at the bridge, Cole Palmer with a brace. Chelsea came from 1-0 down in the first leg to beat Middlesbrough 6-2 on aggregate, thanks to a rampant performance brace from Cole Palmer. Also, Chelsea is in the EFL Cup final. Chelsea is in the EFL Cup final. That final, I think, will play, the last weekend. I think it's the 25th of February or 27th, one of those days, Liverpool won that first leg at home 2-1 after came back, 1-0 down. But Liverpool came back, to rally back and won that game 2-1 in the first leg. And they also played yesterday and drew 1-1 at Craven Cottage, Liverpool first score, and then Fulham, start to push on a surge in the game, trying to looking for the game. They clinch to equalize things on aggregate, As you know, away goal don't count until extra time in the Carabao Cup. But, Liverpool then battled to a 1-1 draw away at Fulham to secure their spot 3-2 on aggregate in the Wembley final. So, we have a repeat of a EFL Cup final we saw at 2021. I think 2021 or 2022, the last time these two teams met in an EFL Cup final. As you can listen, right now to Pochettino and Jurgen Klopp interview.
I think the results were good. I think we are improving. I think from the beginning of the season, I think we put all the circumstances. I think we need to be happy because we are competing with too many things again. And I think to reach the final that was the first objective from the beginning. I think we need to congratulate the player, the effort, amazing. Yes. What we are in which way we are improving, I think, is to keep believing, never give up, don't listen too much. What happened when we don't win or we don't score goals, or what happened after the first leg against Middlesbrough. I told you, I said we accept the criticism because we are the first that we accept to be critics. But I think, I think that is the most important, to keep the focus, to see
All the boys now, never ever ever in life you should take for granted that you're part of a football club and a football team who can win trophies. That means you have to qualify for finals, and we're obviously the lucky ones that we are part of it. What the boys did tonight was again exceptional. It was a full cup experience, that we say like that. Early goal, really good first 30 minutes. Opponent came up, their own stadium. We did a bit less, they did a bit more. Open game, second half, they start a bit wilder. We controlled it after that again. Don't score, leave the door open. They walk halfway through, equalizer, and then we have to hope a little bit that nothing happens anymore. But the boys did really well. I'm really happy with so many things. And in the end, the only thing what counts is we are through, we are qualified, and it's a big.
Yeah, so as you can see, Pochettino and Jurgen Klopp just spoke, the desire of Jurgen Klopp, playing into a final, and Pochettino emphasizing that Chelsea team is getting better and better. We're going to jump into some transfer news, yeah. So as I said, the morning insider don't have no barrier, no bridges. We just rock and roll wherever the big topic is, in the football industry. Calvin Phillips is close to sign for West Ham United in the English Premier League, yeah. The loan is considered to be an option to buy at the end of the season around £35 million. The buyout fee should be if they should decide to go on and sign, the Englishman, Calvin Phillips played. I think he started 2 games in the last 18 months for Manchester City. Poor. But he himself didn't done any better because, he was struggling with injuries and all of that. Rodri, the best number 6 in the world. Take another sip. Yeah. People I'm drinking, look at lemon ginger. Yeah, so Rodri, the best number 6 in the world. It's hard, man, for the Yorkshire man to come in, at City and walk in a team like this, coming over from Leeds, a couple seasons are back. But Calvin Phillips, we think he would be a very good fit for David Moyes' team, yeah. David Moyes already have around 4 central midfielder who can play that double pivot right in front of the back 4, James Ward-Prowse, Shoishek, Alvarez, the Mexican, and now Calvin Phillips. This means Calvin Phillips seems like he's going to cement his spot and Gareth Southgate playing to the Euros coming up January in Germany, yeah, because when he's at City, he wasn't getting in a game or sitting on the bench. He's still getting picked for England. So you could see the Englishman's, this move will secure his spot, yeah, and the English playing to Germany this summer. But if Calvin Phillips should sign, as you know, West Ham is out of the cups, if Calvin Phillips should sign before Wednesday noon UK time, he's eligible for play in that game on the weekend against Bournemouth. Weekend is coming up with FA Cup, and Thursday West Ham will play home, I think, to Bournemouth in the Premier League. Kieran Trippier, the German have ended their pursuit. Bayern Munchen in Germany, have ended their pursuit, and the English wingback. I don't know where, Bayern, what's the purpose? I don't know. Kieran Trippier is 33, 34 years old? I think he's 33. Yeah, 33. I think it's a short-term fix though for Bayern. Meanwhile, Eddie Howe on the other side, up there in St. James's Park is looking for players to come back off the injury table as they're struggling, to keep players fit. Players are dropping like fly, for the Magpies this season. But yeah, Newcastle has, turned down the third offer from Bayern Munchen for Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier is a really good player. And, the player who opened up to is flabbergasted, that Bayern Munich really coming to try and snap him away from Newcastle. But as I said, Bayern Munich have two targets. They have another target that play for Paris Saint-Germain, a Frenchman, I think is Mukiele, but PSG don't want to sell this player. Yeah, they don't want to sell this player as they try to size up a replacement. Hakimi is in the African Cup of Nations. They don't really have a first team player who played at right back. The young kid Zahir Emery, played right back a few times, even in the cup, for Paris Saint-Germain this season. Hakimi is away in the African Cup of Nations, but Kieran Trippier, 7 assists from 19 Premier League games this season. Kieran Trippier is one of the best set piece taker, in the Premier League. Yeah. Another man that linked away from St. James Park, the Paraguayan international Miggy, the man they call Miguel Almiron. Yeah, Al Shabab in the Saudi Pro League is looking to snap this man away, but it's a 50-50. FFP is playing in Newcastle, and Newcastle need players. They need midfield reinforcement. What happened to the Italian, Tonali, he breached, the betting ban, so he got banned. So players down right now in the middle of the park for Newcastle, and they need reinforcement, but it's like a 50-50 if they really want to sell, Miguel Almiron. The player really keen and he really settled, in Newcastle right now. He don't really want to leave. So let's, keep a close eye on that. Keep a close eye on. So we're going to move on, Anthony Martial, the Manchester United forward, the Manchester United forward that linked to many clubs, to leave the club in January, but his agent has opened up about this player is going to stay until the end of the season and be a free agent and walk scratch free from United. As United still have the option to sign the player, and whenever United sign a player, they always sign with an extra 1 year, in terms of the club have its own right to exercise that 1 year clause, but United not want to exercise that 1 year clause as Martial contract is winding down. The player is currently out right now with a groin injury, 10 weeks. Martial have only scored 1 goal in 19 Premier League games this season, so I don't know where Martial go from. He saw the player went out on loan at Sevilla. Didn't really materialize out for him. Injury carrying him. Everywhere this player goes, like injury. But let's see, keep on close eye on Anthony Martial and from now until the end of the season. But West Ham United is in the transfer market right now. They trying to make some business as they have a lot of players injured. West Ham United about to sign the Norwegian winger Ibrahim Usman. They are in advanced talk to sign the winger for a £15 million transfer fee, and also they're looking at Al Ittihad, the Portuguese winger who came over from the Scottish League at Celtic. Is playing for the Saudi Pro League team, Jota. Yeah, not Jota play for Liverpool, but Jota, the other Jota. But he's the problem though with this deal. He's on a 200 grand a week contract. Yeah, 200 grand a week he's getting. So it's going to be not going to go to West Ham and get 200 grand a week, pound. Just not going to work. So yeah, understand that, whatever he's earning a week going to be a big blockage, for this deal to go through. But Ibrahim Usman, the Northern player in the Danish league, is in advanced talk to sign with the Hammers in the English Premier League, and United have turned on the chance to sign Karim Big Benzema. Yeah, as Big Benzema is on an 86 million a year contract at Al Ittihad, and a lot of issues is going on. News swirling around that Benzema is is having trouble, getting paid on time. He's not getting all of his money that is guaranteed on his contract. So a lot of stuff is going on. But yeah, United have turned on it. It will be a massive salary to price the Frenchman away from the Saudi Pro League. Arsenal, potential players, Arsenal is looking for a striker. Arsenal is looking for a striker, especially when, Thomas Frank slapped a 100 million price tag on Ivan Toney. He played a few days ago. You saw what he did. Controversially again, Ivan Toney moving the ball for the free kick, man. But very quality player. Ivan Toney, quality player. But yeah, Arsenal is in for, Zierski, the man who is scoring goals for Thiago Motta at Bologna in the Italian Serie A this season. Just came over from Bayern Munich. This is his full season, after leaving Bayern Munich. Borja Mayoral, the man that's scoring goals for Getafe in the Spanish La Liga. Yeah, Arsenal is looking, but signing Zierski, I don't think Zierski is the player for Arsenal. This is his first real full season as a professional in a top 5 league in Europe, where the team is depending on him to score. He's a leading goal scorer. He is the number that the team is looking for. So let him develop some more. Give him 3 more years. He's still a young man. Still play for the Dutch under-21 team. But Borja Mayoral, very experienced player. He saw him played as a backup striker, at Napoli. I think it was Gonzalo Higuain was there at the time. But, still need time to develop. He's not really young anymore, but this is a really breakthrough season in his career as he's playing for Getafe. But is he the man that's supposed to unlock things for the Gunners up front? I don't think so. I really don't think so, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think so. But he's kind of similar to Eddie Nketiah. And why you want to buy a player, just really having a really good season, in the La Liga? Eddie Nketiah, he's a born pro in the English Premier League. You know what the league is all about. Why you want to replace him and push out Eddie? But yeah, let's see what Mikel, want to do. We saw, Kyrie, the Polish defender, also linked to Napoli. Yeah, not getting enough games, not fitting that Arteta system. Who else linked? I don't remember who else linked it, but Thomas Partey is supposed to come back off injury at the end of the month, but yeah, let's see what's going on for the Gunners, But shift gear a little bit, the Bundesliga, as Bayern Munich finally played that game in against Union Berlin from East Berlin. Yeah, Bayern Munich won this game, courtesy of the Portuguese Rafael Guerreiro in the 46th minute, but something is not right at Bayern Munich. Something is not right at Bayern Munich right now, They saw what they got beaten at home against Werder Bremen. Haven't lost to Werder Bremen in 16 years, The last team to keep a scoreless draw, at the Allianz Arena in Munich, it was Leipzig, a 0-0 draw. Yeah, and the last team to beat them, it was back in 2018. Borussia Mönchengladbach beat them 1-0, without Bayern Munich scored. So a whole lot of, home record shattered over the weekend for Munich team. But they finally got the win. 4 points behind Leverkusen. Finally played the same amount of games. So, who Bayern Munich going to play next? Augsburg. As they have a very difficult time play away to Augsburg. So let's see if Bayern Munich going to slip up again. But the marquee one, I think it's February the 10th. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. Saw what Bayer Leverkusen did. Bayer Leverkusen signed Borja Iglesias, the Spanish striker coming over from Real Betis, with an loan deal. Yeah, but Bayern Munich today, some observation, inability to make lethal passes in an attack, like not getting the ball in the dangerous area to Hurricane. Saw that in Werder Bremen. Saw that for the last couple of games, after even coming back after the winter break, not getting Hurricane in that dangerous spot. The next observation that I made, Bayern Munich need to get the ball to Hurricane more often. Lack of running in behind, Harry Kane to trouble the defense, break up that defensive system as, he can drop in that number 10, players through, as what he do, at what he always do at Tottenham at Spurs with Son, running off his shoulder, Kulusevski running off his shoulder, yeah. Bayern Munich, they got the result, you're going to always get a reaction from Bayern Munich, especially last at home against Werder Bremen, but not the win that they really expect to get. But a win is a win. They cut it down to 4 points. So let's see where Bayern Munich move from here. Talk about a little bit in France, Les Blues. Yeah, we call them Ça va, bonjour. Didier Deschamps has traveled to Paderborn to visit the French team hotel, the base where they're going to play in the Euro. So France will camp out in Paderborn for 5 days until that game. I think it's June 21st. Yeah, he went there, just to see the hotel, just to see the space. He said it's not really luxurious, but it have a lot of space, and it have a little mini shopping area, a nice little riverside close to the hotel. But yeah, this is preparation at the highest. The coach traveling with his technical staff, to go and look and see where they can make adjustment and all of that. But we're going to move on and go over there in Spain. Española, hola, ¿cómo está, papá, amigo? Football, as they call it in Spain, the Copa del Rey, the La Liga leaders, Girona is out of the Copa del Rey, last on the road against Mallorca, 3-2. Big win. Mallorca beat Girona with 10 men. Kyle Larin, the Canadian, also went on the goal sheet. Big up to Kyle Larin, the Canadian there. But big results. Other big one. Atletico Bilbao beat, they call him the Catalonian Barcelona 4-2. Inaki Williams' brothers scored 2 goals in added time. As Inaki Williams, coming over from that disappointed African Cup of Nations, come over to make amends of himself. Also scored in added time to knock out Barcelona after Copa del Rey quarterfinal. So Bilbao and Mallorca is in that Copa del Rey. Yeah, but one thing I have to say, the Athletic are in a great form this season, sitting just 3 points behind Barca in the league table. They have won the last 6 games out of 7 in our competition. So, yeah, Bilbao is really playing really good. Speaking of Spain, Atletico Madrid, have signed the Italian forward Moise Kean on a loan deal. Yeah, a loan fee is 500k. But some fans having their say, about the player going to Atletico Madrid. He's going to sit on the bench. He's not a good fit. They have a whole lot of players that, good enough, and like Memphis Depay not getting enough games. So why would you go to Atletico Madrid? But let's see if it's going to work out, for Moise Kean, as Diego Simeone is losing players to Inter Milan also going to sign, the Iranian striker. I think, forgot his name, but yeah, his picture is on the screen. I forgot his name. Going to sign him on a free agent. Yeah, also AS Roma. Yeah, saw Jose Mourinho left the club, and the club legend is back. Daniele De Rossi. Yeah, won his first game at home, 2-1 against Verona, and they will look to get things done as soon as possible. Signing that Leipzig left back, the Spaniard, Angelino, formerly of New York City FC and Manchester City. He's currently on loan at Galatasaray in the Turkish league. Yeah, so his loan deal will cut short at Galatasaray, and Roma will sign a player on a loan deal. Option to sign $5 million is an option to sign. He played 19 games in all competition for Galatasaray this season, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Federico Bernardeschi also linked with a move to AS Roma. Yeah, don't know if that's going to materialize up, but he also linked with Empoli, the blue and whites. Let's see if there's going to be a deal, for Federico Bernardeschi, you know, from Toronto FC in the MLS, yeah. He's looking back for a move to go back home to Italy. And the last one of the day, Hernandez Chicorito is on his way to Chivas Guadalajara in the Liga MX. He's going back home, leaving the US, the California life, the Hollywood life, you know, to go back to play for his boyhood club where things started for him. So preview and check a look in on Chicorito Hernandez, you know, going back to play in the Liga MX. As you know, Chivas Guadalajara is a really giant team in Liga MX. But people, first episode, you know, the first show of the morning insider on Nicardo Media House. Hope you guys, you know, cheers. Hope you guys have a wonderful morning, a wonderful day. You know, always listening this on their way to work, you know. Adios, you know, have a really good day. Bless up, one love. Cheers.